So for tonight's dinner I am making spaghetti bolognese, but I'm going to make a really, really nice one. Not that I don't normally make nice ones, but I'm putting in the effort for this one. So in here we've got 2 onions that I've sweated off slightly, about 4 cloves of chopped garlic, and then some of these are naturally smoked lean bacon lardons. I'm just going to crisp those up. We've actually gone in for the beef mince this time because sometimes I just fancy that over the pork, although 99% of the time I will use pork instead. I just prefer the flavour. I've got red wine, like not red wine stock pots, but actual red wine to go in here. Napolini, is it Napolini? Napolina tomatoes. What else are we putting in? We're going to put in some rich beef stock. I've got some really nice extra mature Cathedral City to go on the top, and I've got some bougie pasta to serve it with because that makes all the difference obviously. And yeah, this is what we're going to have. So in here I have got my smoked bacon, my beef, I've added some tomato puree, my garlic, my onions. Now I'm going to add in some of this mallow. Nice big glug of that. I'm going to deglaze the pan, and then I'm going to add in a beef stock pot and a tin of tomatoes, some oregano, and I'm going to let it simmer for a really, really long time. So I've added in my beef stock pot a little bit more wine because why not? These are the tomatoes I've got. I don't know if I'm going to have 1 or 2 tins yet. Possibly 1, and then we'll see how we go. And yeah, it smells absolutely amazing. Can't wait to eat this later. So this is the pasta I'm using. You can hear me over the kettle boiling. It's this one from Sainsbury's. Just thought some nice different shaded pasta might make a change. Here is our really rich bolognese served up. I've just done some garlic bread, which kind of went a little bit overdone in the air fryer, but there you go. And the bougie pasta, and I've also got some cheese to grate on top. And this is what we're having for dinner tonight. So I've just done the boys some dinner, and I'm using these chicken shop burgers, which I've not tried. The Tennessee style barbecue loaded ones, and then the American gravy style. You can't really tell very much. I was going to cut them open. Basically they've just got sauce in the middle, so there's not a lot to see, but an interesting concept. They do recommend you serve them cut in half, but I'm not going to because I think they're just going to make a mess. These are the M&S Japanese milk ones, which are so soft and really, really nice. And yeah, this is what the older ones are having tonight. So I did cut one in half because they asked me to, and yeah, that's basically what's in the middle. Just this one is barbecue, and it kind of oozes out. Yeah, they look good. So for tonight's dinner we've got something that we probably have on repeat about 68 times a week, which is chicken. I have got chicken breast. I marinated it in a piri-piri seasoning. I added cayenne pepper, lime juice, a squeeze of tomato ketchup and some sweet chilli sauce. That's been in the air fryer for 20 minutes on 200 degrees, and it's got a nice like black char on the outside, and it's really, really tender on the inside. Then we've got, this one is a naan style flatbread from the Greek kitchen. Some mixed leaves, we've got a Scotch bonnet pepper or Scotch bonnet chilli, which we are being brave tonight. We've got Greek yogurt mixed with mint sauce for our dressing. Some onion, and I think that's about it. And this is what we're having tonight, again. So I'm just making tonight's dinner. I've made a massaman curry, which is one of our absolute favourites. I have made it a few times on this channel. It's got potatoes in it, it's got onions. Here comes the dog clattering in here. I've also put a whole Scotch bonnet chilli in this time, and I've pierced it so that some of the spice and flavour is released into the curry. And then obviously I'm going to take it out. I will show you it when we're served up, but it smells so good. So here is our massaman curry served up. It's got potatoes in it. The rice I have done in some coconut milk and an aromatic stock pot. So I mixed the two together, a little bit of boiling water. I've popped the Scotch bonnet chilli on top, but I'm not sure whether that's going to be completely eaten. But a lot of that has like infused into the curry. Got our potatoes, we've got fresh coriander, and I cannot wait to try this. It looks amazing. And this is what we have for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner I've done kind of like a quick and easy midweek roast. So I had some chickens I needed to use up. I've roasted a chicken. I've done some really nice crispy roast potatoes, just put a little bit of corn flour on those, and they've been in the oven for absolutely ages, getting nice and crispy. And then just some peas and some chicken gravy. Haven't put gravy on the potatoes because sometimes they like them to stay crunchy. Yeah, this is what is for dinner tonight. So we had a roast chicken yesterday, and I took all the juices from the tray that I cooked it in and popped it in the fridge overnight. And just see there, I scraped all the fat off this morning, so I've got some really nice thick like chicken broth. Put an onion and a pepper in here. And then I was looking through my cupboards and I found this that we bought in Thailand, which is a instant concentrated chicken flavoured like soup mix. So I'm going to add that in. I've also found a packet of chicken soup, like a cup of soup. So I'm going to put that in as well. What else am I going to add in here? I've got the chicken that we didn't use last night, so I'm going to add that in. Maybe some orzo or some noodles, loads of lime juice and black pepper. Hopefully I can make a few days worth of soup for my lunch. So I've just added in some frozen sweet corn, some frozen chopped garlic, and then I had some coriander left in my fridge the other week, and it was starting to go a little bit funny, so I popped it in a freezer bag and I've just shoved that in as well, because I wasn't going to use it when it was fresh, but I didn't want to bin it. And then I've also added another thing we got in Thailand, 2 big tablespoons of this tom yum kung hot and sour soup. This is absolutely delicious. I love these Thai seasonings. If anyone knows where I can get these in the UK, then please let me know, because it's just stunning. So I've got some shredded chicken to go in. I've added in orzo because that's what I had. I have got rice noodles, but I think they might make it quite hard to eat. I'm not going to add the chicken soup, like the packet powder one, because I've got all the other stuff. So like the cup of soup, I'm not putting that in. But yeah, I'll show you it when it's finished. So this has turned out so much better than I expected and hoped for. I've added my orzo and my chicken. I've got some fresh coriander to garnish it with and some chili flakes. It's like a tom yum spicy chicken noodle soup, and I've probably got 3-4 portions in there, just using leftovers. So yeah, I'm going to go and have a big bowl of this for my lunch. Pardon you, Hobbs. So for tonight's dinner we have got chicken tenders. I'm going to show you in the air fryer actually. So we've got some of these southern fried ones and some of these buttermilk tenders. These are all from Lidl. And then we've made up a salad, so we've got some olives, some feta, cucumber, loads of coriander, loads of Frank's Red Hot sauce. We've put some salt and pepper. Basically made a massive like chicken tender salad with spicy buffalo sauce, and I'm really looking forward to this. This is what we have for our dinner tonight. So I'm just doing my usual weekend prep on a Friday. If I get time, I like to prep a few dishes or a few bits and pieces just to pop in the fridge to make life easier to grab and go food. So this weekend I'm cooking some pasta, so I've got 500 grams of spirelli pasta in here. So I've got 6 of these piri-piri chicken dogs. I've actually got like 4 packets of these. My husband's been on a Lidl spree again. So these were actually only £1.64 instead of £3.29. So we've got a few of these in the freezer. So I've got those in the air fryer. They're really nice. They're bright, like really red in colour. So what I'm going to do, I bought this dolmio in Farm Foods the other day for like 79p. So I'm just going to add the dolmio to the pasta and chop up the chicken dogs and then just mix it all together. I might add a pepper in there as well. And then they can just have that cold in the fridge, like a cold chicken sausage pasta. So that might be really nice. In here I've got a kilo of chicken breast, a couple of peppers, a couple of onions, and I've just mixed it in with this Indie Grand tandoori marinade. I got this in Home Bargains, I think it was like £1.09. So I'm just going to let that sit for probably a good 5 or 6 hours, and then I'm going to cook that up, and that will just be in a tub in the fridge. So there's like 6 individual chicken breasts in there, so people can grab that. And then I'm also going to make a batch of my cup or mug method muffins. I make those pretty much every week. It makes 18 of them. I've got a couple of videos with the recipe in, but I will do it again if anyone's interested. But yeah, and I'll make those, and then I'll have feta in them and maybe some olives this time, sun-dried tomatoes. I'm tempted to do maybe a tuna rice as well, but I'm not sure. I'll show you the pasta when it's done. So here's my finished weekend pastas. This one has got the piri-piri chicken sausages in, the dolmio jar, then I've added some Worcester sauce, I added some tomato puree, cayenne pepper, garlic granules, onion granules. I think that was it for that one. And did I say tomato puree? And then this one I've added just tuna, mayo, salt, loads of lime juice, and then I just shook in some frozen sweet corn. I'm not going to cook it because surely once it defrosts it's just sweet corn. I take it it's already like edible. I don't know, but anyway, it's in there now, and that will just slowly defrost. So I'm going to pop these in the fridge, and yeah, just a little bit of meal prep for the weekend. I think I do this the opposite way around to most people. Most people meal prep at the weekend for the week. But I find that it works better this way around, because during the week I'm more on top of things, but at the weekend I feel like, you know, I want to be out and about enjoying myself and not spending all my time cooking.